Hey guys, in today's class I'm going to show you how to draw a ballerina using mixed media. So we're going to be using charcoal and chalk pastel today. We're going to start off with a bit of a yellow background, sketch in with the charcoal, and then add some white chalk for the highlights. So this was originally part of my Drawing with Color 5-week course taught live on Zoom, but I've just got this little snippet for you here on YouTube. So if you really enjoy this, click on the subscribe and the notifications button so you can get more videos when they come out. Cool, enjoy.
All right, cool. So what I want to do for this one is, like I was saying before, it should be on brown paper. And if you do get into pastels or chalk drawing or even color pencil, you can buy pastel paper, which is a whole, lots of different shades of paper. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add in a base color. So I'm going to just use these two colors from my chalk pastels. There's this sort of ochre brown color, which I think works quite well. And pretty simply what you do is you just put it on its side and you just lay down a base of color like that. Give it a bit of a smudge. I kind of feel like working in a bit of pink here as well, so I'm just going to add a bit of pink to the part of it, just to soften that yellow a bit. It's probably really bad for the carpet if I put that dust all over the carpet, but it's alright, we'll just brush that off over there. Your hand's probably as messy as mine, so that's good. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're starting off with our base with some colour on it. And what that's going to allow us to do is to bring in some of these highlights. So we're going to be using our white chalk and the charcoal pencil as well again, okay? So that's going to give us our sort of tones, light and dark tones. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit more time with this one, try and get the proportions really well done. And we'll probably do it a bit more what you might imagine traditionally of just some basic shapes and then sort of, feeling it in. So let's start off with the head and just getting that in the position. And you'll notice that the charcoal pencil just draws really nicely over the chalk pastel. Okay, so we've got a head. We've got a torso. The dress, and then the legs. The arms, we just need to get the angles right. So we can use this technique here of just, the arm is coming down from this shoulder here. Just transfer that across like this. So go from here to here to give us that arm angle. And then the same for the bottom arm, we're going to go from there to there. And what you can do is once you've actually put the line in, you can use your pencil like this and just test it out. Just check it against that. And if you haven't got it right, it's really good to try and adjust that sort of now, because it's a lot harder to do later on when you're halfway through the drawing. And then the other angle, so just remembering too, we've got the segments of the arm. So we've got the upper arm, the forearm, and the hand. So these are going to be slightly different. So we're going to go like this. And we should probably just get the shoulder. So the shoulder's coming kind of out from the face, like this. It's about there. And then the forearm comes up at an angle like that. Okay, so working out the sort of structure of the drawing before we get too far into it. We've got those angles. Now we can sort of sketch with a bit more confidence, and we can start to like draw this arm that's coming across. So we've got just lightly sketching it in. Elbow. Hand, forearm. And then the hand is kind of just like a little curve. We don't actually need to draw all the hand, we're just going to curve the fingers like that. Yeah, that's not really going to work, is it? Okay, so just drawing the profile of the, I'm just going to draw the profile of the face because it's the arms coming out from there. So we've got the nose and the mouth and the chin. I'm not I don't want you to like have to draw the whole face because I think that's quite hard. But just get like an idea of where the nose is. And then the arm comes out from essentially there. So we've got arm, forearm, and then what's happening with this hand? We'll do the same thing as that. We'll just kind of do a hand shape, a general hand shape. So the other thing we've got to try and do is to try and get each feature of the body in proportion to the other features. So we want this forearm to be about the same size as this one, this upper arm to be about the same size. So, yeah. Cool. Just keep pushing on, even if you're finding this hard, just keep going, guys. So we've got the bust here coming down, and then there's like the dress is sort of across. We can see a little bit of the back there and the waist. And then the dress is going to feel like an absolute walk in the park once we get up to that bit. Alright, I'll give you guys a minute just to kind of catch up to where we're up to. Just going to take a chance to sharpen my pencil as well. Okay, cool. We'll carry on. So the legs are quite straight at the front, so because of the pointed toe. So we come down, we've got the calf there, and then we've got the pointed toe like so. And then the other foot is sort of hidden behind that one. I think it's more of a straight-on view. That probably has a name, doesn't it? That sort of pose, but I don't know what it is. So there we go. Oh, sorry. Hi, Leela. This is charcoal pencil that we're using at the moment. So. But we just put a base of some chalk pastel down in the background because it's instead of being brown paper. All right. Okay, so once you sketch it out like this and you've got your rough kind of sketch going, then you're going to jump into the white. Okay, so we're going to grab the white chalk pastel and we're just going to work into the highlighted areas. Okay, so try and find a nice corner for your detailed areas, like on the face, and you're really just gonna work in, and it should show up nicely over top of the yellow. Try and get the neck. And you can smudge that a little bit as well. Just try not to smudge the charcoal too much. Cool. So just start working in, and just be bold with your white. Okay. So with your highlights, don't be too timid. Nice long kind of flowing lines coming down the dress. If you smudge it in, you'll get a much softer kind of look, so you can do that if you want. You can have some more solid lines on top once you've smudged it. Quite light on the neck, I think. There. And the bust. Yeah, cool. So remember that because we're using chalk pastel, we're not going to get it really that detailed. It's just going to be like, you're going to have kind of bits that are unfinished and bits that go over the line and stuff like that. Which doesn't matter. It's all good. Okay, let's have a tackle of the face. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go like this. Now I have to warn you, faces are not actually my thing. I don't love doing them, but I'm going to give them my best shot for you. It kind of looks like a grumpy old man at the moment. Okay, so let's just have a look. We can, because we're on a side view here, we're going to see the profile of the nose quite strongly. So coming down like this. Probably need it to be a bit of a sharper nose, but that's okay. We've got the mouth here, the chin. And because the charcoal pencil is such a lovely dark medium, it can go over top of this pastel really well. Okay, now the eye is just like basically that. Apart from the nose being a bit too sharp, that actually isn't too bad. Why don't I try and I'll try and resurrect that with a bit of. There we go. Oh, there we go. So you can work in with the background color a little bit, and that will kind of tidy that up if you want to get really into the detail of it. The hair is just like kind of dark, so we'll just add that in now. Quite a short sort of haircut, I think, but you just do whatever you like there. Give it a wee smudge. Cool. All right, and then we'll just work our way sort of down the body a bit as well. So just looking for those areas where it's darker. So in behind this arm here, over the shoulder a little bit, there's a bit of a tone. So anywhere where it's softly dark, just add it and give it a smudge. But where it's going to go in behind like that, we can add a bit more tone in. This is where I need like smaller fingers. Cool, and then we're just going to move down the dress as well. So we'll just add in some of those lines, like darker lines, and just smudge them in the direction of the dress. So alrighty, cool. All right, I'll just give you guys a minute to finish off that one, and then we'll move on to the next thing.